Wyatt, Thursday morning is shattered by a small plane slamming into a Columbus home, and now 2 people are in the hospital.
Yeah, just take a look at these pictures. It happened around 9:30 this morning. We've learned the small plane was built from a kit and is registered to a Columbus man. The plane had 2 men on board. Both are now in the hospital. Amazingly, the woman who was home was not hurt.
This happened in a North Columbus neighborhood not far from the Columbus airport. We have live team coverage tonight. RTV6 anchor Erica Fly is live in the neighborhood to start us off. Erica.
Well, Broadmoor Street in this Columbus neighborhood is still very busy with lots of activity that began at 9:30 this morning when that small home-built airplane came crashing down into this house right behind me here. And take a look at what is left. Not much of this home. It is charred and destroyed. That small plane basically disintegrated upon impact, and some parts are still among that charred rubble right there. There is yellow tape surrounding the home, but as you can see, there are many people on foot, also in their cars, driving by, trying to get an up-close look at what's really an amazing scene here. Let's start out our team coverage now. Ultimately, determining how and why this small plane came crashing down is the job of federal authorities. They are here on the scene beginning this meticulous task, really, of piecing together this evidence. Derek Thomas has that story.
These are photos taken after the plane crashed into the home on Broadmoor Lane. It is thoroughly engulfed. Before it fell from the sky, people on the ground knew it was in trouble.
It was grinding gears, sputtering, missing out, and it was coming back towards the airport, circling, and we seen it dive down, and then we heard the big boom.
They heard the boom and emergency personnel rushed to the scene. The plane is a Glass Star GS-1. It looks like this. It was registered to the owner, Gerald Clayton. The pilot and the passenger were rescued, but the hard job of finding out what went wrong is ahead. Do we know anything about the plane failure, why it ended up into this house?
At this point, we don't know exactly what caused the plane to go down. Obviously, the federal authorities will arrive, and hopefully getting statements from people there at the scene that observed this, and getting in there and going through some of the stuff that they're at the scene, they'll be able to determine what exactly caused it.
If you live in the area and find some debris from the aircraft, it is not a souvenir. What should they do if they find something? Who should they tell if they find something?
Okay, if someone finds a piece of what they feel might be debris from the aircraft, they need to call the Columbus Police Department or the emergency dispatch, and we ask them not to touch it, not to go around it, leave it there, and then as someone responds, they can show them where it's at, and then at that point it'll be secured for FAA investigators.
Federal authorities are on the scene. They arrived just before noon. They are interviewing witnesses. They will interview the survivors, and they will also listen to any audio tape that might be there between conversations between the pilot and the control tower. Erica?